Learning never exhausts the mind. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Art is never finished, only abandoned. Where the spirit does not work with the hand, there is no art. Water is the driving force of all nature. Time stays long enough for those who use it. The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding. As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so a life well spent brings happy death. The greatest deception men suffer is from their own opinions. Study without desire spoils the memory, and it retains nothing that it takes in. Nature is the source of all true knowledge. He who loves practice without theory is like the sailor who boards a ship without a rudder and compass. The human foot is a masterpiece of engineering and a work of art. All our knowledge has its origins in our perceptions. Iron rusts from disuse, stagnant water loses its purity, so does inaction sap the vigor of the mind. The painter has the universe in his mind and hands. Obstacles cannot crush me, every obstacle yields to stern resolve. The smallest feline is a masterpiece. Life without love is no life at all. People of accomplishment rarely sit back and let things happen to them. They go out and happen to things. The function of muscle is to pull and not to push, except in the case of the genitals and the tongue. While I thought that I was learning how to live, I have been learning how to die. The knowledge of all things is possible. The eye sees a thing more clearly in dreams than the imagination awake. He who does not punish evil commands it to be done. Wisdom is the daughter of experience. The poet ranks far below the painter in the representation of visible things, and far below the musician in that of invisible things. Experience does not err, only your judgments err by expecting from her what is not in her power. There are three classes of people: those who see when they are shown, those who do not see. The depth and strength of human character are defined by its moral reserves. The human body is a machine which winds its own springs. The painter will produce pictures of little merit if he takes the works of others as his standard. Blinding ignorance does mislead us. Wretched mortals, open your eyes. Men of lofty genius sometimes accomplish the most when they work least. Nothing strengthens authority so much as silence. He who wishes to be rich in a day will be hanged in a year. Just as courage imperils life, fear protects it. In rivers, the water that you touch is the last of what has passed and the first of that which comes. So with present time. The acquisition of knowledge is always of use to the intellect. Why does the eye see a thing more clearly in dreams than the imagination when awake? Nature never breaks her own laws. The soul can never be corrupted with the body's corruption. He who does not value life does not deserve it. The truth of things is the chief nutriment of superior intellects. The artist sees what others only catch a glimpse of. Our life is made by the death of others. Patience serves as a protection against wrongs as clothes do against cold. The sun does not move. To lie is so vile, that even if it were in speaking well of godly things it would take off something from God's grace. The beginnings and ends of shadow lie between the light and darkness. The painter who draws merely by practice and by eye, without any reason, is like a mirror which copies everything placed in front of it without being conscious of their existence. The natural desire of good men is knowledge. The human bird shall take his first flight, filling the world with amazement. A beautiful body perishes, but a work of art dies not. The art of prophecy is very difficult, especially with respect to the future. He who truly knows has no occasion to shout. Tears come from the heart and not from the brain. The mind of the painter must resemble a mirror, which always takes the color of the object it reflects. The five senses are the ministers of the soul. Necessity is the mistress and guide of nature. He who can go to the fountain does not go to the water jar. The painter must strive to be universal. Realize that everything connects to everything else. The knowledge of past times and of the places on the earth is both an ornament and nutriment to the human mind. The body is affected by the mind's suffering. The love of anything is the offspring of knowledge. The sciences are vain and full of errors unless they are born from experience. The eye, which is called the window of the soul, is the principal means by which the central sense can most completely and abundantly appreciate the infinite works of nature. Marriage is like putting your hand into a bag of snakes in the hope of pulling out an eel. A wave is never found alone, but is mingled with the other waves. The air is full of infinite straight and radiating lines intercrossing and weaving without ever coinciding. He who does not restrain his tongue will never rule his mind. The poet's pen and the painter's brush are siblings. The painter must first know what he intends to paint. The human race is the most insane. It worships an invisible God and slaughters a visible nature. The mind is always deceived by the heart. The painter who has no doubts will achieve little. The mirror is the master of painters.